I am not able to make any progress. I'm just stuck at intermediate level. I'm able to speak in English at home in front of the mirror or my video camera. But when I go out to speak in public or with people in English, I get stuck. I am not able to speak. Why this happened to me? Does this happen to you as well? Hi guys, welcome back to Discover and Learn. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So feeling stuck at the same stage is a big problem. It is a very common problem which we all witness. Every English learner has been through this. We feel that we are very confident, we are fluent in speaking in English, but when we go out in different situations or at times, we get stuck. And then we start thinking that we have not made any progress. We are at the same level. This happens to all of us at some point of time. It has happened to me a lot many times. So today I'm going to speak about it, why this happens and what we should do to overcome this. Right? So let's begin. The first problem is situation. So what happens is when we are at home, we don't have a pressure. We talk about anything. So when we are at home, we don't have any pressure. We don't have a pressure of speaking correct English. We don't have a pressure of, speaking continuously. We can just take some time, think about it, and then speak. So we don't have that pressure, right? But when we are out in actual situations, we have a lot of pressure on us. We have to speak correct English. We have to speak English without pausing. We should not take much time, and a lot of things. We just start thinking that what others will think about our English, etc., etc. So there are lots of pressure when we are outside in actual situation, when we are speaking with people. Okay, which doesn't happen when we are inside our house in our safe zone or a space which we are comfortable with. Okay, so that is one problem why we get stuck while speaking in English. We are not familiar with that situation, we are not familiar with that environment, and we are not familiar with those people. Right, that is why we get stuck or we feel stuck in speaking in English. Now, what is the solution to this problem? The best solution is we have to start facing such situations from day one. We should start facing these situations. We should start to speak in English with people in real situations every time. So what we can do here is we can start with small talks or quick conversations. I have a series of quick talks or small talk conversations I've taken up recently. You can just watch my videos on small talks or quick conversations after my 15 days English speaking challenge. Okay, so you can start practicing those small talks in real life situations, right? So day one, when you started to speak in English, when you're confident of coming up with a sentence and speaking, you can just start taking up these conversations, small talk or quick conversations or quick chat with people in actual situations. You are going somewhere, you met your neighbor, you can just say, "Hi, how are you?" And you can stop and listen to the answer, and then you can also reply to that question. "Yes, I am good, thank you. Where are you going?" Just simple questions. So start from day one, start engaging people in quick conversations or small talks. This will help you to face the situation in actual and real life. This will take away your fear of speaking in English. And when you start speaking in this way, you will not have that fear of speaking in actual situation. So you'll be used to that situation, you will be used to that environment, and it will help you to speak. So you'll not get stuck there. So this is first thing you have to do. The second thing why we get stuck while speaking in English is we get nervous and we are not able to control our nervousness in actual situations, right? So when we see somebody talking very fluently and confidently, we become a little nervous. We get a little intimidated that how will I speak? What if I speak wrong English? So these are the thoughts which starts coming to our minds, and this helps us to become nervous, more nervous. Everybody is nervous while speaking, right? If you have to go and speak to people, it is kind of a little pressure because the English is not our language. This is our second language, right? Or third language for people. So this is a foreign language basically. So we are not very prepared. So that is why we are nervous. But these things, these thoughts add to our nervousness. And that is why we get stuck while speaking in English. We are distracted with a lot of negative thoughts that we are not able to focus on the real conversation, real thing what we have to speak. And that is why we get stuck. Now, what should we do to overcome such situation? So whenever you are talking to somebody or you're preparing yourself to talk to somebody, focus on what topic you are choosing, what conversation you're going to have, or what others are talking about. So be an active listener, participate in that discussion. Don't start thinking something else. Don't get into the negative thought process that what should I say? I don't have any idea. What if I speak something wrong? What do people think about me? Stop. Stop. Start thinking about what you have to say. What is the topic which is going on? What is your idea? What should you say? Right? How will you put your thoughts forward? Start thinking about these things instead of your negative thoughts. If you start changing your focus, it will help you a lot in getting unstuck. You will not get stuck, in fact. You will not get stuck while speaking in English because you are prepared, you are active, you are focused. Your brain is active, you are focused on the topic in that conversation. So you will not get stuck. So this is another thing you have to take care of while having a conversation in English with people to avoid getting stuck. Now the third one why we get stuck at times is, which often happens to me also till now. What happens is when I start speaking about something, when I started discussing a topic or I'm speaking about something, I get into that conversation so much that I tend to forget what I was saying. I forget some words, I forget some sentence or idea. Okay, so I get lost in that conversation so much that I forget what I am speaking. It happens to us. In your case, it might happen that, when you're speaking, you feel short of words. You will not be able to get the exact word what you have to describe or what you want to describe. And at that time, what we do is we stop speaking. Right? When we are not getting the actual word, we stop speaking. And that is where we get stuck. So, what is the solution to this? How do we overcome this situation? And this is a very common situation which happens to all of us. We forget words, sentences, ideas at times. It happens to all native English speakers also. But the trick which they use is they keep on talking. If they forget the idea or word or sentence, still they keep on speaking. Right? By using some fillers or some linking words or just changing the whole sentence. Okay, for example, if I forgot something, I was just discussing about an idea and I forgot what to say next. So what I do is I'll say, okay, forget about it. Let's talk about this. So I'll change the topic, or I'll change the idea, or I'll change the sentence completely. Right? If I forget a word, I'll try to replace that word with something else, the closest word which I can think of. Right? If I want to describe something, for example, the sunset point was breathtaking. For example, I wanted to say this. The sunset point was breathtaking. And I forget this how to describe that. Like, I forgot this word breathtaking. So what will I say? The sunset point was beautiful. The sunset point was amazing. The sunset point was a beautiful sight. There are lots and lots and lots of words which we can fit in. So instead of going after that word which you want to say, skip that and use some other word, the closest word which you can find. Okay, it's more about how you're describing. It's not about the word which is the actual word there. It's more about how you describe that. Okay, the next time when you're speaking in English and you forgot a word, try to replace that word with the closest word which you can think of instead of going after that word. Okay, so do not stop. Change that word. Come up with another word and complete your sentence. If not, you can just say, okay, I'm just forgetting that word. Let's forget that. And then say something else. Okay, say something else. Start some other topic. Change the topic basically. Change the sentence, change the idea, change the topic, change the word. This is what English speakers do when they get stuck. And that is why you're not able to understand if they are stuck or not. You will not hear a long pause. They'll take a short pause and they will just complete it and finish it off. Okay, so for example, if you're not getting more ideas, if you're not able to speak more sentences, end your conversation. Right? Change the conversation. Right? The sunset was beautiful. Do you have any such experience? Have you ever seen a sunset before? Change it completely if you don't want to describe it further. Right? So this is how you come up with things to overcome this situation. So that is why you have to be very alert. You have to be very focused on what you are speaking. Right? If you're stuck also, if you think that now you're not getting any idea, stop it then and there and change the whole conversation. Ask the other person about something, about the same topic probably, or change the topic to something else and start a new conversation. Now let's talk about this. So this is how you will be able to speak English fluently and confidently without getting stuck. So every person gets stuck. It's just how they overcome that, how they unstuck themselves, how they smartly change the topic, change the sentence, change the idea, change the word. This is what you have to do. You have to start practicing now. Right? It's not difficult at all, guys. It's very easy. It's very simple. You have to be alert. You have to know. You have to understand that you will be getting stuck. So you have to change that word, or you have to change that sentence. You have to change that idea, or you have to throw a question to the person to change the topic. Whatever you want to do, you have to be prepared first. You should know what to do next. That will come with practice. The more you practice, the better you get at it. Okay, so these are the smart ways of getting unstuck, like replacing a word, replacing an idea, replacing a sentence, or changing the conversation, right? You can rephrase and paraphrase also, right? If I want to talk about the sunset was beautiful or the sunset was breathtaking, I can say the sunset was also very good there. I think I enjoyed that moment as well. I just paraphrased or rephrased my sentence, right? So this is how you can start describing things, and it is very easy, guys. It's not difficult at all. It's just that your brain should be alert. You should be alert enough that now you have to change this, or you have to express this idea in a different way because you're not able to express it correctly. So you should know that. If you know that, it will be easier for you to start doing it properly. So that needs practice, as I told you. So you have to keep on practicing. You have to keep on speaking in English in actual real life situations. And I've given you a number of ways you can speak in actual situations for beginners and intermediate. Go to my 15 days English speaking challenge and you will find everything there. Very simple, very basic steps, very easy techniques you have to follow every day you have to include in your daily routine so as to become fluent and confident in speaking in English in no time. Those are very simple techniques. Start speaking in that way. You will never face such situation ever. You'll never get stuck in any such situation. So guys, getting stuck is not a problem. It's just that how you overcome that situation matters. And you can apply simple techniques, simple tricks to overcome this situation, right? Start following these steps, start including these, start considering these points when you're speaking in English. It will help you a lot to get unstuck while speaking in English. But if you start speaking only, then only you will realize you are getting stuck and how you can overcome. So you have to keep on talking, you have to keep on speaking, you have to keep on having conversation with people. Start working on it and you will definitely become fluent and confident in speaking in English in no time. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye. Take care.